Real Madrid's summer may be months away, but the club's biggest headache is already playing out in public whispers and private boardroom calls. Vinicius Jr. has made it clear that money and recognition will determine his future at the Bernabeu, and that ultimatum could force Real to choose between paying up or watching a generational talent walk out the exit door. Contractually tied until June 30, 2027, the 25-year-old Brazilian has reportedly conditioned any extension on a significant bonus or salary boost that would put him among the club's highest earners, a demand that has turned routine renewal talks into an existential test for Madrid's wage structure. For weeks now, sources close to the negotiations have painted a picture of disciplined club bosses trying to protect salary scales while a players' camp pushes for parity with the very top earners in world football. The financial math isn't trivial. Matching or approaching the top salary band at Real would reshape how the dressing room sees fairness, and it would force the club's leadership to balance prestige against precedent. On the pitch, the story is no less charged. Vinicius has had moments of brilliance and frustration, and a new rotation policy under the current coach has sometimes left him short of 90 minutes and searching for consistent starts, a dynamic that adds fuel to the negotiation fire because playing time and pride are now threaded into crew. Compensation talks. Madrid's concern is twofold. They need to reward and retain elite talent, but they also must avoid setting pay comparisons that could destabilize other contracts and the overall squad harmony that has historically been a foundation of the club's success. That balancing act becomes even tighter when you factor in the outside offers and interest swirling around the wing. In recent seasons, super-rich leagues have dangled eye-watering sums for top stars, and while Vinicius' priority reportedly remains Real, the mere presence of those offers gives his camp negotiating leverage that Madrid cannot ignore. The club's calculus is simple yet brutal. If they refuse a package that satisfies the player, the next summer could become the only realistic window to monetize the asset and secure a significant transfer fee, rather than risk losing him for less when his contract runs down. Conversely, meeting the demand might mean paying up now to avoid a disruptive saga later, but that comes at the cost of changing the dressing room pecking order and opening questions about who might ask for similar treatment next. In the middle of this tug-of-war sit the fans, who cheer Vinicius' decisive moments but also watch club leaders try to steward finances responsibly during an era when Real's payroll is under unprecedented scrutiny. The negotiation is not a simple salary line item. It is a test of identity for both player and club. Does Vinicius want the club to match his on-field importance with pay and a renewal bonus, or will Madrid insist on a measured approach that keeps long-term balance intact? The likely outcomes are also clear enough to be worrying. A renewal that rewards the player and quiets short-term unrest. A postponed decision that pushes the drama into next season when options become more limited, or a parting of ways that forces Madrid to find a replacement and the player to adapt to a new environment and expectations. Whatever the result, the ripple effects will be felt across dressing rooms and transfer strategies throughout Europe, because few scenarios pit an elite talent's financial demands so explicitly against a blue-chip club structural policy. For now, the standoff remains a story of leverage and timing. Vinicius' camp testing how much Madrid values him, the club testing its willingness to bend precedent, and a transfer clock quietly counting down toward a summer where one dramatic choice will define the next chapter for both player and institution. The question fans will be asking every match day isn't just whether he will score or assist. It's whether the next headline will read "A renewal sunder" or "Exit imminent," and that uncertainty is what makes this negotiation one of the most consequential stories in world football right now.